But let's go stick in the AFC. But what a game. What a finish by Miami and the Baltimore Ravens. This is one you and I both got wrong. I was actually surprised that it was only a 3.5-point spread in Baltimore.
But they were up big, Chris.
They were blowing them out.
Lamar
they
looked
were up
great.
35-14. Lamar was looking
great.
Like, honestly, Rob, he was looking like the MVP.
He looked great.
He was looking
100%.
like the MVP.
Like he had an MVP up until that point. And then the rains came. And, everything just collapsed. Their defense could not stop them.
Tua threw 4 touchdowns during the fourth quarter, Rob. They outscored them 28-3.
Remember, that was in Baltimore, that game.
Yep. And here was Tua's stat line for this game. 36 for 50.
Threw the ball 50 times,
50
Chris.
times. 469 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 2 picks. And Rob, right now he only had 1 touchdown in week 1, but he leads the NFL in passing, as you might imagine, averaging 370 yards a game. But 7 touchdowns ties him with Carson Wentz and Patrick Mahomes for the most in the league, and 2 picks. He's top 5 in passer rating. Here's what I want to ask you. I mean, we may get to the Ravens and all that, but do you think, we asked TJ Houshmandzadeh, he said he thinks that Tua is for real. What do you think? Do you think he's for real?
I don't know. I'm not there. He had an unbelievable game. There have been some pretty inconsistent games along the way. I'm not saying he can't develop or be there. I mean, we saw some of that Alabama magic. Well, would we say that, Chris? We saw
he was fantastic.
Some of the stuff that he's capable of doing. It's about being consistent. I don't know. That might. What did I say about Seattle's quarterback?
Geno Smith. Yeah.
Remember I said
he's not consistent. Although he completed 80% of his passes, but
you know what I was saying,
not many yards.
Right.
Yeah, he can do. Everybody can have a big game.
Everybody can have a big game every so often, a couple of them, but it's about being consistent. So I need to see more about Tua. That's a once in a life, throwing 6 touchdowns in a game. How many times does that happen? Not often. That was an incredible game, incredible for him. But you got a glimpse into how good he could be, Chris. Like, that's a glimpse.
I'm not ready to say, he's going to be in the class of the Pat Mahomes and Josh Allens and Justin Herberts and so on and so forth. But, Rob, what I will say is this. I think people buried him far too early. I don't think the dude had a legitimate shot, really. I didn't like the way that they were, running him in and out of the lineup with Ryan Fitzpatrick.
We both disagreed with that.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
Fitzpatrick is now doing the games on
Amazon
Prime. Yeah, like that. Like it didn't.
You knew he wasn't the future,
and he had been on like 10 teams or 12 teams in 10 years. It was ridiculous that they were doing that. I totally disagreed with that.
Right. So I didn't like that. He didn't have a good offensive line at all. Well, it was maybe the worst offensive line in the league. Had Jalen Waddle, but not a lot of other weapons. Brian Flores, who, Rob, did a great job coaching that team, but he didn't believe in Tua. It's documented. He didn't believe in Tua.
Do you think it's because of Tua's talent or because he wanted Justin Herbert more than anybody? He wanted him. You know what I mean?
He saw in the draft that he wanted this guy, and then when he comes out and immediately is great, you know what I mean?
And he didn't get the guy he wanted, and his guy's got a learning.
His guy's banged up. Right. He's got a learning curve. So I think all of that kind of conspired for that. But that's tough. And so I think this year they strengthened the offensive line. Obviously, he's got weapons galore. Not only Waddle, but Tyreek Hill. Mike Gesicki at tight end, who's pretty nice. They shored up the running backs, Raheem Mostert. He's got weapons. And Mike McDaniel, Robin, we talked about McDaniel early, at the Super Bowl. We were talking about him because he he didn't identify as black, white. He's just a human being.
Yeah, nice.
I tell you what, though, it looks so far, early results are that he can coach. He's a good coach, and more importantly, or also importantly, he believes in Tua. And Rob, I think all of those things are helping Tua really get off to a great start. I do look, like I said, I'm not ready to say he's going to be an elite quarterback. We'll see.
It's only 2 games. It can't get crazy.
But he made some great throws. So, Tyreek Hill, everybody, he was wide open. Yeah, he was. Patrick Mahomes hit him a lot of times when he was wide open too. But there were other throws that Tua made that really were nice.
And some people miss throws, Chris. Let's just be honest.
Miss guys wide open. I got to be honest, and I like Jameis. Jameis is deep ball. He just hurls it up there.
He's just throwing it up.
It's just like a Hail Mary. Yeah, really. He's just throwing it out there, and it's like, my gosh. So I think Tua is getting a fair shot. And I said, if he doesn't do it this year with these weapons, then he's just not that guy. But so far, Rob, he's looking like he is that guy. And I'm going to say this. You heard me earlier say, I don't think Cincinnati's making the playoffs. In their place, Miami.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I've always liked them as the second best team in the AFC East. I really considered strongly, I wanted to put them in, but I took 3 from the West and 2 from the North. But I think they're going to get in. I know it's early, but I like what I see out of 2, and they got weapons.
I don't know. I don't think I picked them originally. I know I
you didn't pick Cincinnati.
No, I
from
didn't.
The get-go, right? That was a good.
Remember that? I didn't.
I think it was a good call. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a long way to go, and I'm not saying that they can't play better. Obviously, they can, but it's going to be a rough road in that division, Chris. And
the AFC North is tough,
right? And
and then outside of the division, Rob, they got Tampa, Kansas City, and Buffalo.
Those are tough games.
Yeah. So. And they haven't, like Hoosh said, they haven't played anybody good yet.
That's the scary part. I think that's right. That's the scary part. Pittsburgh tried to give them that game back, Chris.
Right.
They had 5 turnovers, and Pittsburgh barely hung on to that. Yep. And the same thing, they came back this past week and then lost again. Like they've had to come back from big holes.
It's Tua Tagovailoa for real.
All right, Chris, let's kick it off with Jack in Phoenix. You're on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What up, Jack?
What's going on? How are you?
Man, we're doing
good.
Great.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for asking.
Yep.
What you got?
All right, so I'm a Packers fan, so I've been gifted with watching a lot of really good quarterback play over the years. Aaron Rodgers is certifiably the best quarterback of all time. Well, Brady is the GOAT. That's what I'd like to tell people.
How does that? But explain that. I mean,
of course. So the best thrower of the football has to be Aaron Rodgers. I mean, statistically, he's out of this world. Now, the greatness comes with winning. That's Tom Brady, undoubtedly.
All right, let's get to you because we're not into separating one or the other, but I got
so
you.
The best shooter ever is
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Is Steph Curry, but he's not the best player ever. Okay.
All right, go ahead, Jack. What do you got on Tua?
All right, so Tua Tagovailoa, I've never been hot on him. I honestly, I always thought he sucked. That was until yesterday. He put up a unbelievable comeback for the Miami Dolphins, but that wasn't enough to make me change my mind about him until this morning. I was scrolling through Twitter, and somebody had flipped the videos of him throwing, so it looked like he was a righty quarterback instead of a lefty quarterback, and I got to tell you, that did everything for me. Seeing that visual confirmation of him completing the passes, he looks like a young Aaron Rodgers out there. He looked like Patrick Mahomes' twin brother. Wow. But all you had to do was flip the video, so it didn't look like he was a lefty in his wonky throwing arm. It looked legit. It looked like he had real talent.
Is that Jack? Is his name, Rob?
Yes.
He's quite the zigzagger.
Yes.
in one conversation, he zigged like 5 times.
Yeah, he's. We appreciate.
I was out
though.
on him. He sucked, but then I loved him. Then he was bad. Then I loved him when I saw the flipped video.
That was pretty amazing. He was all over the place. Malik in Phoenix as well. You're on The Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What up, Malik?
What's going on, Rob? What's going on, Chris?
How are you?
What's up, man?
Doing okay. Glad to be on the show. I aspire to be like you guys one day.
Man, we
Definitely.
appreciate that. That
Great.
means
How
a
old
lot.
are you?
I'm 30.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'm 30,
possible.
but everybody think I'm like 18, but no, I'm 30.
You're 30. Yeah, you got a young voice,
That
definitely.
can be good or bad.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
go ahead. Depends on why
hopefully
they
it
think
gets
you're
the face of my
18.
voice.
Exactly. Yes. Go ahead, though.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
With Tua, I've always believed in Tua. Tua out of Alabama, he was amazing. Didn't he take over the spot for Jalen Hurts, if I'm not mistaken? But no, I always
Well, yeah,
believed
he
in
beat
Tua.
out Jalen Hurts at Alabama. Yeah.
Yeah, that goes to show you that he got skill, and I believe in Jalen Hurts as well, and I'm a Cowboy fan. But yeah, Tua is nice. He's always been nice. He just needed the weapons. He just needed the right system, obviously. And he came out and had a great performance. He's been playing good even since the first game of the season. I know it's only been 2 games, but quarterbacks just don't put up 6 points. And
You mean
or
6 touchdowns,
I'm
right?
sorry. Yeah, 6 touchdowns. I'm sorry. And every quarterback don't develop right away.
Right.
As
That's
well.
true.
So,
And people are trying to rush a lot of these quarterbacks. I'll give you that.
yeah, definitely. So yeah, I've always believed in Tua, and I think this year he's breaking out. He's already showing that he's ready to go.
Well, that was an incredible game there. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call, Malik. We appreciate you. Gary in Houston, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What up, G?
Hey, guys.
How are you?
Okay, so that first caller kind of stole my thunder. I was going to bring up the flipped video. Like, it was crazy to me. Like when the video is flipped and he looks like he's throwing from the right hand, it looks like he has a cannon for an arm. I was shocked. So
I'm gonna have to check out this video. Have you seen it yet, Rob?
No.
Yeah. And because he's a left-handed quarterback, it's going to look really weird to the eye because the mechanics are different. But when it's flipped, it looks like he has a cannon. I was shocked.
Well,
right.
look, the bottom line is it's going to be about his production. He's got the weapons. He's got the coach who believes in him. He's got the line, and he's got the opportunity. So I hope he does well. I've kind of, I haven't gone out and said he's going to be elite, Rob, but I have defended him against the naysayers and said, look, I don't think he's gotten a real shot. So he's getting his shot, and we'll see if he can make the most of it.